Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in this game of Defrag. We're gonna be picking up where I left off at the end of my game showcase. And yeah, we're gonna probably play through it in hour increments until I finish it. I kind of anticipate it's gonna be like maybe another 3-4 streams. And we're just gonna have a good time, but it's like I'm only guesstimating by what I've seen. So if it progresses at the same rate, it might only be another 2 streams. But I mean, if I get involved in the complicated benchmark stuff, I might play longer just to see what broken things could be done. So yeah, that's my current plans. That's what's currently going on, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of play around with it a bit. This is the benchmark mode, and we're gonna do this to get some modules. And we're currently using the chain lightning weapon, souped up to do more damage to single targets. Shark duration. I've not seen anything that actually does specifically shock damage. Oh, that's a new one. That's cool looking. But yeah, so far I've just been destroying duplicates on the modules. Just to give a script, I think you could do this as much as you want to. From what it seems. Oh yeah, we almost doubled our damage doing that. So yeah, some of the stuff we could do is unequip the stuff we don't specifically need. So what's something we could put in for 3 that would not be a problem? So 10% chance for critical damage might be good. That's a straight 10% increase to damage for us right now, but that's pretty expensive too, so I'm not sure about that one. It does seem like that's probably the best thing to put on, would be more critical chance. I don't know how much damage critical attacks do. That's the only thing. So I guess the only way to do it would be to test it by going in again. See if our amount is significantly higher with that. Considering that's the only thing that we changed, that should be what? If it's 200, the normal double damage, then theoretically we'd be doing 68 or so now, so we'll find out. I will say that I do think that it should have a damage you've done counter right here so far. Doesn't seem to be something it has though. But we did break 7. I think last time we broke 6, so let's see where we were at. We did 64, I think. It was about the same actually. So maybe it didn't have as much of an effect as I was hoping. Drop bombs, huh? But you keep on forgetting, right? I think that's how that went. Projectile homing strength. Oh, actually, that sounds pretty good. And all of these are in fact duplicates, so we can break these down. Yeah, I didn't get enough to actually do anything with. Oh, did I not actually break them? I didn't hold it down. Okay. So we did try this one. What I'm gonna try instead for us to play with outside is I'm gonna get that that one that says it creates something orbiting us. I want to see how that functions. As if I guess it's gonna probably just be like something we latch onto with the first chain attack that will hit enemies farther away than us. That's what I'm thinking. Like we lose one chain, but we do hit enemies much farther away, which could save us from a lot of damage potentially, if I am correct. So we've got 5 more to play with. What else? What I want? Oh, we want to put the bites back on. That's right. That's just improving our game. Yep, let's get out there and check it out. Let's see how much damage we take. I think we taken 1 damage. So we are attacking this. I'm not entirely wrong. Yep, see, like it is relaying out, so it is doing what I want to, I think. But it might also be wholly unnecessary with what we have going on. But it is... at least it's not attacking it when there's closer enemies. I'll give it that. So I think that is just a straight up potential range increase rather than something it regularly targets. I like that. So it's not wasting shots. So that is actually just a solid increase. We didn't get to see the enemy. I think it was just spawning in. Yeah, we definitely need another defense though, because we were taking damage over time. That should be enough for what we have going on. We're going to see what else we can get up here. Entity infection? That's on top of this, huh? That's another doubling? Oh. Well, that's interesting. So that's another doubling. Well, more attack speed will help everything. Let's give that another shot. I like how we're attacking it before it even spawns us into it. Yeah, there were an awful lot of different modules we could have in, so there is a lot of potential for variety. And I think that actually that square is our boss because it keeps phasing in and out of sight, which is a problem. Unless it's actually the star. It might be the star, honestly. Because the star is taking damage, yeah. I think the star is actually our enemy. We are taking damage over time, so this is definitely being a bit of a problem. Some of these enemies do like area attack damage. Actually, no, that might be a shockwave it's doing now and then. So maybe as long as we stay out of that, we're okay. We're doing our best, but this is getting a little dicey here and there. Nope, didn't quite make it. We did give it an admirable effort, though. Let's get our upgrades in. Okay, some more bites are something we want. This is cheaper, though. This could give us doubling of both, actually. Sure, let's go all in. And then get more bites. Ooh, here's our critical hit chance. Yep, we're finally reaching like the end of some of these chains for now, so. At that point, the progression will have to lie in modules, so that's my guess. Oh, there's the infected one. Oh, they look gnarly. I don't see them taking any lower damage, but we have been upgrading too. That could be the part of the problem. We might not have a good read on it. Yep, that didn't go as well for us. Kinda got pinned in there though. Yep, and anytime that we have like a part where we feel like we've been pinned in, we can always go back to modules, but I still say we're getting close to a bunch of upgrades maxing, so progression's not slow in this way, so I'm still fine with how it's been going. Definitely these infected seem to be more sturdy, so we did potentially increase the difficulty slightly in exchange for more rewards, so that's fine. It doesn't affect bosses though, so at least we can't affect the difficulty in that regard. Oh, ouch, that hurt. Yeah, those TIE Fighter-like ones are the ones that do damage to us, like, for standing next to them, so... They're the result of most of my damage, probably. Not that there aren't other things that can hurt us. There's also another one that's making them invisible that also causes us problems. Yep, we'll give us another try and then maybe go for some modules if it's still not working. But we are like so close to winning it, I think. We're certainly gonna need more modules soon. So, definitely hitting a bit of a wall. Which is good. Like the progression was going really fast, so. It looks like every like 10 floors, every 5 floors, you do unlock something new in the game, so there's probably other systems we haven't even seen that we haven't unlocked yet. That's what those red marks for the sectors were. So I am actually super hopeful that there will be some really cool things coming up. Everything I've seen so far looks at least unique to some regard. The whole idea of like doing like a training thing just to get basically things that modify the game behavior, and some of these actually do look like they modify it even if we're so far only using this weapon. But it looks like we're going to want to put on all the weapons eventually when we actually dive farther into that progression system with the modules, or at least more of the weapons, because that should only multiply our damage, not be a problem. There we go. We had to definitely fight all of our way through that, so that was the 8th one done. Yep, so we've reached the end of this particular road. For the sake of what we were trying to do, I think maybe a projectile one would be the one that would have the most benefit to single targets if I was to guess. But we have enough to play with that we can probably just max out all of these trees. Well, at least after a mission or two. Cause like, we almost maxed this tree out, so like, we could go through on this and equip the other one soon and check that out. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually take this off. We don't need that for testing this. This probably also isn't gonna help us for it. We're gonna probably want that single target when we were doing. Is that a 10% boost to it, or I attack 1/10? Maybe that's actually a bad thing. We'll have to test both, actually. We can test both of those things. What was one we thought was interesting that we didn't actually try? So this one is 4. We could put that on. That's 10%. Let's give this a try and see how this goes. It's certainly going pretty fast. So I don't think that that was a decrease in speed. I think that's actually an increase in speed. If I was to guess. So we got 8. Let us go through and break down duplicates. Then see what we have going on. So you... Oh. That's a new one. Was that a second one? It sure is. Okay. I'm gonna save a duplicate on the weapon one in case it doesn't do it. I think it does. So we're gonna increase our slot by 1. So I am gonna take the first one of these we got. I'm gonna upgrade it just to see what that does for it. Does it reduce the damage penalty? Yes. So if I'm gonna guess, this actually will just reduce the penalty down to 0. So this is expensive to put on. It is, in fact, 6 watts. We did say we wanted to test without this to see what's different, see if it hits the faster. I think I'm right. I think this actually does basically make it faster, even though it's a little nebulous on what it does. Actually, it doesn't seem like it's slower, but it should be doing less damage, if I'm guessing. So it'll still only attack the top one. Yeah, we only killed 6. That's much, much less. Okay. We do know, but we can see how much less, actually. Yeah, that's like 1/6 of it, so absolutely. That does so much more damage. I mean, it might honestly be worth running that in general and using another weapon just to do the riffraff damage. That's been my theory for a while now, without having tested it. So this could just be a boost to the area effect of those, and that could make those really, really, really strong, if I was to guess. Well, there's no way to actually improve that right now. Let's see what we unlocked. We got a second one. What would a second one do? I doubt it would do anything good. Let's smash it. How much does that offer? 60? I'll save a third one because there's 3 weapons, so we could eventually want all 3, but any more after 3 we probably do not want. Oh, so this is like a boost to it. So that might be a 10% faster, but that's not what it says. So maybe it's 10% faster. Like I said, that's not what it actually says on it. But yeah, we're gonna run this like a few times and just like try to get some more stuff going on with our modules in general. Because 1, we want to be able to put on the other one to do that, but 2, we also want to upgrade stuff, so we're gonna need to do both of those. And we can also upgrade some of the things we're currently wearing too, we just haven't done it. Yeah, this is a duplicate as well, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the limits of where it is. There we go, that's 240, bam. So it is worth noting that this costs 100, so it could be cheaper to level this one up a little bit as well. At least now and then. So that's another way to get watts up faster. So we are going to need 6 to experiment with that. I think it's interesting that they chose to do this attack you as it goes kind of thing, but I guess it's fine. I could just run it like a couple times and go in and delete a bunch of stuff. Like, there's no reason to just go out and look every time, but unless I'm planning to change anything. So I'll do this like another time, and then I'll go out and clear it, and then I'll probably go back and level up some stuff again. At this point, we've probably seen most of the modules though, so we can start making educated guesses on what we think would be good. Though I do think I'm seeing a couple new things, so let's come look at this. Those bubbles seemed new. So dust explosion, so that's it for corrosion. Huh. Oh, so that's a new one. That's an additional chain target. I wonder how that stacks with this if I hit 2 targets, because that could be extremely good if it hits 2 targets with that extra concentrated power. An additional explosion, that's new. This seems new. So there is a new one for the corrosion. Oh, we have had the bit drop account as well. Oh, that's an additional one we also haven't seen. See how we're still seeing a few new ones. Okay. Well, some of this we can check. Can upgrade this again. That gives us 5. I think that would allow us to put this on. We could check that out on the next one. See if it does that. Like if it's just a multiplier or that. Either way, a multiplier wouldn't be terrible. But it would be much, much, much better if it actually works differently than I think. So that'll sort them by what they are. That's probably honestly better. That way I can see how many of them there are. Well, kind of. At least it does give choices. It can't do multiple, I see. What does shock duration? Does it make it take it damage for another time? Let's put that on and see, because that might actually increase how much damage it's doing, because if it like lasts longer. Unless there's additional things I haven't unlocked. It's a little unclear, but we're gonna actually go out to test this because I need more than one target to see if it's hitting more than one target. No. So it does probably just increase how much damage it's doing. Which is okay. I kind of suspected it, but I needed confirmation. This definitely turned it more into like a keep away kind of adventure because I'm only hitting one of them, much less area of effect damage. Oh, there's our boss. I think it's the big one, the big round one. Well, it's probably not super dangerous to us. I think it's just dead. Yep. Okay. We didn't get much bites compared to our longer runs, but that's probably fine. We have plenty of bits though, so we can actually do something like this and just check out all of them. I guess we maxed that one out. We can max this one out too. Yep, we maxed all of these out. Good stuff. Let's just head out and see if we can beat level 10 and get something new. Otherwise, we'll go back to modules. It's like we did max out all of the upgrades outside of a few niche stuff with bites. We currently have on basically a boss killer setup. I probably could have changed my modules around to be a little stronger, add that second weapon in, but this is probably also okay. We're not really taking a lot of damage at least. I was gonna guess also, I think that the upgrade pads are going to increase as well. Yep, we killed it. I really suspected it. We have the boss killer on. So yeah. Unlock data mining. Interesting. Obtain advanced resources via data mining. Alright, well, that's all you're gonna tell me? Why does this have an embedded thing? It's got, of course, Bitcoin. So we can deposit our bits in here and it does stuff. So we could put more in, we just currently don't have more to put in. Oh, maybe we have to put in 100,000 to get a Bitcoin. That's unfortunate. Looks like we're gonna have to do more. That is certainly a thing that exists in this game. We can increase the maximum spawn count higher. Did we unlock new stuff out here? Yep. New resources, new things. We did also increase this area, and these also gained new things to build. So yep, we have increased our scope of things. What does electric got going on? Chain count, more chains, good. More chain targets. Oh. So it is similar to what we had going on, just different. Okay. That would explain why there was so much space between them, was to allow for additional upgrades, so they must have had that thought out before. I was wondering why there was so much room on this. We could still not take damage, so we're gonna check this out a bit. We're gonna get some resources and upgrade a bit. I don't know if we'll win or get forced out. Like, we'll find out. taken some damage, but it's not the most currently. Boss is going to spawn soon. Yeah, this thing is doing some major damage to us, which is a problem. The problem is we can't really target it most of the time, which is a problem. So I do think we're gonna have to go back and get that module to get an additional weapon so we can have more utility going on. But that's fine. It is good that there's still some things to upgrade. This has a lot of levels. That's a lot of levels of that. That's kind of crazy, to be honest, but that's fine. Oh, you actually cost bytes. Ooh, so do you. I thought it was bits. So that's something. Yeah, I think we're gonna go back to modules and sort that out a bit. So 5 for 1 more is probably not a winning proposition. We should unequip that, I think. Well, maybe. Let's just run one and see what happens. See where we're currently sitting. We can kill 9 now. But where is our benchmark sitting? So we doubled our damage roughly. That costs 200, this costs 180. So we are going to do this a couple of times. We could probably get that second weapon involved. Nope, they got me, but that's fine. We'll go again. Like, it really doesn't matter towards the end of it because we pretty much got in all... I don't think we're going to get more than 9 rewards. Not unless we change something up, so... I guess once we get to the 9th one, it doesn't really matter too much. There we go. Well, upgrading it at least isn't super expensive. Yep, more. Oh. That's actually very interesting. So you just get extra modules? That's just an increase to how quickly we're gonna get stuff. Okay. That's cool. Let's get in here. I can change things up a little bit. That's 1 more watt than we currently can use. Let's do 1 more and then we'll probably be able to put that other one on. I don't know if that's 1 more reward for try or 1 more reward for tier, so it's a little nebulous. Oh, well that's 5, 10, so it's just 1 more. Okay, that's fine. That might have also been a new one as well. I don't remember seeing one with green in it. Yep, that was a new one. So we got 10. That's a new one too, actually. Because that's better than just increasing our damage for our progression in this, because essentially 1 more is the same as just beating 1 more of these tiers, which seems to require twice as much strength each time. Well, it almost did what I wanted. You were so close, game. Alright, let's go put our second weapon on. Of these, which one do I think is the most individual damaging? I do suspect it's actually the area one, the explosion one, but this is probably better for hitting multiple targets. So we're gonna have to try each of these to find out which one we do better with. We'll try the projectile first. I guess running benchmarks will help with that. How did that one look? That was about another 1/4 damage. Okay, swap that out for explosion damage. I guess changing anything about it would kind of defeat the purpose. Yeah, that was a significant amount difference. So like the other one was better for damaging this wall, but we are gonna try all of the other three just to be sure of how it does. Shouldn't make assumptions on it. Yep, so far it does seem to be the case that we want bullets for this thing at least. Okay, let's clear out stuff we don't need. That might be a new thing. Okay, let's do some upgrades. Oh, we can increase how long that thing runs too. Interesting. And I guess it could give us another reward tier. Potentially. Yeah, we're gonna probably want another of the watt increases, just so we can potentially equip anything we want. But yeah, we'll put on a third one. And then we'll start. upgrading them. I'll at least upgrade 2 of them, because I do suspect that putting on more weapons is the solution to most of the problems later. We are going to probably want through all 3 weapons and then just a couple of these, but I'm just theorizing it. Let's see what projectiles have going on, see if something is worth it for this. Well, this might actually just be an additional bit of damage. These would be better in an overall strength than like when you're actually fighting in matches, but this right here might be better for this. Oh, it's too expensive. By 1. Nuts. Okay, understood. Once I get to the point where I feel like we've got like a full load, I think I can move back reasonably, because I feel like we've reached equilibrium with this. Be cool if you could set an option to just destroy everything you are finding. That would be pretty nice for this mode. That's just a minor nitpick though. So definitely don't take it too much as a problem. How much is the attack speed increase? Because that could help both of them actually. Like I should probably like switch off from using this electric if I'm using more than one to something that helps all of them. Hmm. So if I was to guess, I'd say these might multiply each other, but it's a little hard to know that. That should definitely help, though. This... Well, we're definitely gonna try again, see how much that changed things. It definitely seems significantly faster, that's for dang sure. Let's see what the benchmark says. Yeah, that was definitely better. I'd say it's about 10% better. It wasn't really as much better as I thought it would be. But something we can do now is, in fact, upgrade this. Actually, we're gonna have to break things. Let's put this in here. Let's upgrade this. Because I feel like these are gonna multiply with each other. Let's see how much that increases things. Yeah, it was about another 10%. So another thing I could try is there was another common accessory. Well, actually, never mind. Let's go back in. Let's get rid of the junk. We can keep testing. So there was another one that said that it caused an explosion of a shockwave that does X amount of damage. This could theoretically hit an enemy twice. So this might also be something really strong. Oh, upgrading it doesn't increase the strength, it increases... I see. Well, let's try it out anyway. Let's... I feel like this is going to be slightly worse from what we took off, but let's find out. Oh, that was significantly worse, yeah. I did suspect it. I had high hopes for it. It didn't pan out. Okay, where was the other one? Yep. Let's see how much that increases it. And then we're gonna go back to the regular stuff, I swear. But I wanted to basically maximize what we could currently do with what I knew. You have a whole bunch of other stuff we can upgrade in different ways. Yep, that's about what I expected. Alright, so on this one, well, let's break what we don't need. Oh, is that something we didn't upgrade? We didn't do this? This might actually be what we needed to upgrade. I didn't think about that. So we did try damage. What we didn't try was putting on that. So we've gone down to 1 just to make sure we got the right one on. I'm going to try it with just the 1 and see how different this is. I do suspect that the gun was only moderately helping us, not even like in a significant fashion. This should theoretically do more damage if I'm correct. But we'll sure find out. That's new. Yep, it did do more damage by a little bit. I wasn't wrong, it just... But that is also still new, so we're gonna want to save that. But there's still new modules we could find. This is also new, I think. Oh. That could be really, really strong, potentially. So yeah, we're gonna make a second one. We definitely want that to be on there. Oh, actually, does... Am I crazy? Where's the other ones? Are they just... We don't get the effects of all of these, right? Just the one we have equipped. Am I crazy? That's so weird. Like, they're completely separate in the sense that you can't actually... You'd have to make entirely separate lists of them. Then what's the point of loadouts? Okay, I understand. Okay, we're going to go at this, and we're going to get in explosive, which I think is going to be better for keeping ourselves alive. But yep, I'm going to call this stream right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first part, and I'll be back in a little bit for another round. Take care.